Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Happy Monday, y'all. There's more details coming out about this Bill Gates divorce, and Prince Harry is letting out more of these royal secrets, honey. And did PORSHA Williams date her now fiance's cousin? Baby, we're talking about that and a lot more. You know what to do. Grab your tea. Let go. Hey, beauty besties. How y'all doing? How was your weekend? Oh, I need this hydration, sugar. Yes. Ooh, I hope you guys had a good weekend. Did you do anything eventful? Anything fun? Anything restful? I don't know about y'all, but I watched the Miss Universe pageant last night. Did you guys watch it? Who are you rooting for? And did whoever you root for win? Because Miss Andrea Mesa, Miss Mexico, won the crown last night, and she beat out Miss Brazil for that crown. Now I'm gonna tell you, the person I was originally rooting for, she didn't make it into the top 21, but I'm gonna tell you, Miss USA was cute. Miss Puerto Rico, hey, wepa, she was gorgeous as well. And obviously Miss Mexico won. So good for her. Congratulations to her all together. And you know, they filmed it here in Fort Lauderdale at the Hard Rock Casino Hotel. So it was so cute. And Mario Lopez hosted it and everything, child. Yes. All right, so let's jump in, baby, because these topics are hot today. Bill Gates is still trending in the news, honey, and here's why. Back in 2020, Bill Gates resigned from being a member of the board of directors, right? And so, apparently, the board of directors hired a law firm back in 2020 to investigate an allegation that he was having a sexual relationship or an intimate relationship with a Microsoft engineering employee. Baby, yes, honey, he was having a relationship with a Microsoft employee. Catch that tea. Now, sources familiar with this said that in a letter, the Microsoft engineer said that she was having a sexual relationship over years with Mr. Gates. Over years? Sexual relationship? Okay, sis. So apparently doing this whole probe, board members decided that it was no longer in the best interest that Bill Gates sat on the board of directors, and so therefore he was no longer suitable. Well, before the probe and the investigation, child, could even be done, Bill Gates sent in his resignation, honey, and he resigned from being a board member. Now, does that mean that he was guilty? Because for me, if there's a probe happening and before the probe is done, you decide to resign, kind of makes me feel like you might be a little guilty, Bill. Well, word on the street, and y'all know all this is alleged, by the way, but word on the street is that Bill Gates' lawyer is saying that him resigning had nothing to do with this probe, but in fact, he had a relationship with this woman over 20 years ago that ended amicably. 20 years ago? Bill, you over here telling us that you've been laying it low and spraying it wide for over 20 years with Microsoft employees? And on top of that, beauty besties, grab your tea. Not only was he laying it low and spraying it wide with people from Microsoft, but he was laying it low and spraying it wide, dipty-doo-dying with people from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation too, honey. He was double-fisted over there. So is this why? Sip. Is this why y'all really filing for divorce? Because apparently this marriage, and the word on the street was, Bill had characterized his marriage as being loveless. Is this why y'all divorcing? Because Melinda got tired of your antics, or you got tired of having to do your antics while you still was married, in the eyes of God? I need to know these things. And I got questions. Y'all know I got questions. Now, what's the phrase? Shouldn't you not be sleeping and shitting all in the same place? Like, I'm just saying, Bill, you can't find nobody else to cheat on Melinda with. You had to do it at your workplace, not only at Microsoft, but you had to do it at the foundation too. Child, all this is alleged. Now, I need to know, Melinda, you knew all this was going on, sis. When are you writing this book? Now, are you writing the book once the ink dries on this divorce paper? Because at this point, sis, you are holding on to a bag, treasure trove of secrets and good times. I smell a bestseller, a New York Times bestseller, honey, in the making. So go ahead, Melinda, drop us this book. Let us know what was going on in your marriage, sugar, and everything else, because the people want to know. And Bill, if you over here still looking for sponsors, baby, 770. No, I'm just joking. I'm just so taken back by all of these alleged allegations. Also, Bill's lawyer is saying that they find it quite coincidental that all of these allegations are coming out now that they're divorcing him and Melinda. Now, here's the thing. I'm sure there's some truth to some of these things. Probably some of it is also meant for fodder for us to feed into it, and I'm here for it. But we shall see how all this turns out. And again, Melinda, go ahead and write that book, sis. You got a bestseller on your hands. Prince Harry is opening up again, and this time in an interview with Dex Shepard for The Armchair Expert. Baby, this interview should not be called The Armchair Expert. It should be called The Therapist Couch, because the tea that Prince Harry is dropping is still piping hot, and it sounds like he needs a good old therapist, sugar. So Prince Harry has now said that Prince Charles has passed down a lot of pain to him and a lot of genetic pain and trauma as well. I'm telling y'all, these generational curses, these generational pain and traumas, these are real things. And Prince Harry is saying that it's real and that he passed it down and that his father treated him the way his father was treated growing up. Now, I don't know about y'all, but according to The Crown, I'm citing my sources here, The Crown showed us that Prince Philip, rest his soul, was very hard on Prince Charles, and Queen Elizabeth, God save the Queen, was very icy to her child as well because she was preparing him for the throne. Now, if that is true, Prince Harry, are you saying that your late, beloved, dearly passed grandfather and your grandmama were the cause of your father's trauma, and that trauma he passed down to you? And you over here trying to break the cycle, which is the reason why y'all moved out of London and moved to LA across the pond? Listen, I'm here for it. Now, not only am I here for it, Prince Harry also went on to say that he really struggled with his royal duties in his early 20s because he saw what it did to his mother. Everybody with two eyes could see what it did to Princess Diana. I mean, I'm not saying they killed her, but I'm just saying, allegedly, right? So he was trying to avoid all of this because he knew that obviously the media was very tough on his mom. Now, I also have a question here too. Prince Harry, do you think your daddy treated you like this because, word and the rumor in the wind on the street was you wasn't your daddy's child? And because y'all know that was the rumor that Princess Diana had Harry from her love affair that she had when she was having that love affair with that redheaded man. Exactly. And that Prince William is obviously their firstborn child together, and Harry was the ill-begotten child. Do you think, and again, history has always said this as rumors. I'm not giving y'all nothing new, but I'm just going ahead and put it out there, allegedly. But, so do you think, the trauma that your daddy passed down to you was because your father secretly kind of like low-key resented you because you was the love child of somebody else? I don't know. All I know is I need Prince Harry to keep on with these conversations in these hot tea sippable moments. In fact, here's my prediction, beauty besties. The day, the minute, the hour that the queen closes her eyes on this side, honey, Harry's going to write a tell-all book, honey, and he's going to blow the firm and that organization wide the F open. It's about to be bombs over Baghdad. And I will be here for my copy right off of Amazon Hot Press. Okay? Baby, this reality tea keeps getting hotter and hotter. And PORSHA Williams is still at the center of it all. Well, rumors has it, allegations, alleged rumors, word on the street is Portia's new fiance, Simon Gobadia, right, is the cousin of the alleged African that Portia was seeing back in the day. The one that gifted her the Rolls Royce, and we're going to talk about that. Now, and I love this because the clip has resurfaced. Season 7, y'all know the word on the street was, and Nene had alleged that Portia was dating a new guy and he didn't live in the country. And Claudia called Portia out during the Season 7 reunion for dating a married African. Watch the clip.
It's a mouthful, a big mouthful.
Portia had been dating a married African. Is that right?
Yes.
Did you date this gentleman?
It was a complete lie. Claudia does not know anything about her personal life whatsoever.
Well, Nene and Candy have alluded to it as well on the show.
Nene ain't alluded to nothing. I ain't never alluded to anything.
No?
Porsha has definitely found somebody. Let's just say he don't live in the country.
I made a joke about something that was
allude to
said on the show. I don't even remember,
Okay.
Trust me, there's some gorgeous Africans in Atlanta. If I would like to date one, I'll do that. If there's some gorgeous Asians, whoever, Hispanics, whoever, I'm single. Fabulous and can date who I want. My thing with Claudia was saying that I was dating a married man, which goes against my morals. I was married. And in my relationship, I didn't know I was being cheated on until afterwards.
As a former journalist, I will not bring up things that I do not know to be true. And actually in the Philippines, you actually confessed when we were all drinking the night we went out to the club. You said, I'm glad you didn't say this other one because that's someone I've been holding out for 2 years. That is married. And we're not going to say names, sweetheart, but there was more than one person around. So please don't backtrack now that you have all this virtue and character when you did tell me in the Philippines. Mind you, it was after a few drinks, but you told me.
At the end of the day, you may be a journalist. Whatever you are, you're on the radio now. Focus on that and not make me your project.
You're not
Period.
my project.
And that's what you
I
have
do
done
not
this
admire
entire
you. I feel
season.
sorry for you.
I'm very talented.
Porsha,
I will not let anyone in
I'm
this
sure
group,
you're talented, but what?
Since I was married, been there, done that.
Claudia, do you know any
You
of these
reflect
African
everything
men?
on me.
Do you know any of these
We
African
have
men?
a couple of mutual friends, and one of them is a friend of the guy. And she also admitted
what I would like her to do before we continue, because this is going into slanderous territory.
So
You
file
will
a
not speak
lawsuit
on
against
my name
me
that
if
way.
you about that life.
Welcome back. So apparently I forgot that Claudia is and was about that life. She came with the smoke. She said, I got receipts. When Porsha said, be careful, this is slander and it's a lawsuit, Claudia was like, run it. If you want to sue me, go ahead and sue me. Because secretly, Claudia was like, I got the receipts. Now, obviously, Porsha never sued Claudia. But I just have a question. I feel like we need a redo with Claudia. I don't feel like we got enough smoke from Claudia. Claudia was the girl, and I feel like I slept on her. I feel like we need a redo. Can y'all bring Claudia back? Can we get Claudia for season 14, please? Something. Well, nonetheless, y'all know that clip resurfaced. Well, word on the street was then that she was dating a married African billionaire, and that African billionaire had gifted her with that white Rolls Royce that she was driving that, Kenya had also said that an African had bought for her. Not only did she have the Rolls Royce, Porsha eventually sold the car, but Porsha was very adamant that she was not dating any Africans, and if she was, she could because she was single. Sounds familiar, right? She could do whatever she wants because she's single. Now, here's the tea, though. Apparently, that African billionaire who was married back in the day that she was allegedly seeing is the cousin to Simon Gobadia, her now fiance. So her now fiance is the cousin to an old boo. Baby, I don't know what is happening in these streets of Atlanta. I didn't know the African community was just dropping it low and dropping the coins like this. Now, y'all also remember, I don't know if y'all remember this, but back in the day, Phaedra had said that Shamia was the African plug. Because y'all know, Shamia is married to an African too. Her African is from Kenya, right? And she met him at a lounge in Atlanta. Shamia might be the plug because doesn't Simon own a lounge? Let me find out there's an underground network of wealthy, available African men going on in Atlanta. Where have we been, y'all? But nonetheless, that is the latest news with Porsha, honey. And side note, because I meant to tell y'all this last week, doesn't Porsha look pregnant? I can't help but keep looking at that picture of Porsha with that dress on. Porsha looks pregnant. So is this whole month love affair engagement because Porsha is pregnant and she wanted to get in front of it? So they announced that they were madly in love and they're going to get engaged? I don't know. But Porsha looked a little pregnant. And also, last word on the street before we move on is that she had been dating this man for over 10 months, Simon. Now catch that. Are you guys fan of The Game, the television show? Well, it's been announced that The Game is being rebooted and revived again, and I'm here for it. So apparently Tasha Mack is coming back, and Malik. Those characters are coming back with the original people that played it, Hosea Sanchez and Wendy Raquel Robinson. Yes, they're coming back, and I'm here for it. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this, because I love this show, and I'm glad it's coming back. Let this be the last reboot and revival, because this will be the third CPR rescue for this show. But I love it. I hope they bring back Melanie and Derwin. Please come back. They started the show off. We were all invested. I don't know if we necessarily need Drew Sidora to come back, but I'm here to see who's going to return for this. And this is going to be returning on Paramount Plus. Another subscription service I don't have. But nonetheless, congratulations to the game. And just as FYI, it's been announced that Blackish will be entering its last and final season. They're going to be ending it with season 8. Where did the time go? And I will say this also, I don't know if you guys are a fan of Mixed Dish, but Mixed Dish has just been announced that it's been canceled. I actually really love Mixed Dish, which was the spinoff from Blackish based off of Rainbow Johnson's childhood, Tracee Ellis Ross character. Now, with all that being said, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video if you like, and leave me a comment. Most importantly, check them notifications and make sure they're turned on. Who loves you? I do. See you on Wednesday. Have a great Monday. Bye.